morning, everyone. It is really beautiful today. It's gorgeous. I'm just going for a slight little walk to get out the house. I'm sick of being there. At first I was kind of posting daily about my experience, and I took a break for the past couple days. Since I got my bandages off, I really haven't posted anything. That is because I got my bandages taken off on Tuesday, and I did not get the breast that I discussed with my surgeon. I have been an emotional mess, and I've been literally depressed in bed. I cried myself to sleep for the first 2 nights, and I didn't want to make this video while I was super emotional, so I gave it a break. Still kind of emotional. I was very clear that I still wanted to be big breasts after my surgery, or at least have some chest. I have had big boobs all my life. I started prior to puberty. I started high school already a double D. So there's never really been a period in my life. Time in my life where I've been flat-chested or had little boobs. I was a size H before having the surgery, and I barely fit a size B bra. Now, I am 5'9". Anyone who knows me personally, I'm like really tall. I'm 200 something pounds. That part's not important. This B titties does not even fit my body, and I was originally told by Kaiser that it would be something that was proportional to my body size, and that was all I was asking for initially. To have everything gone is just super devastating, and I wish that I would have been able to participate in that decision. If he would have told me that I was sacrificing everything, I would not have gone through with this surgery. It's like, on one hand, my clothes didn't really fit before because, my breasts were too big for like everything else, and now I'm still unproportional and they don't fit in clothing. I have not left my house really in 2 days. Yesterday, a friend came to get me and just take me on the world's longest drive just to get me out of the funk that I've been in. But I'm embarrassed because I really let a lot of people in on this experience, and I feel like a chubby little boy. Like, I don't have any breasts. I put on one of my favorite dresses the other day, and it looks like I'm 12 years old and going to homecoming. Like, sorry. I do not get embarrassed easily, and I'm embarrassed. I really am embarrassed to share this with people. I have reached out to the surgeon and had a conversation with him about, how dissatisfied I am. I didn't really get empathetic response. He's been very callous in his responses. He thinks that they look great and very kind of like dismissive, which is not, again, has never really been my experience with Kaiser, which is why it really makes this healing process seem in vain. You guys know how much I love what I do, and I would have rather been working this whole time than to be all for these. Anyway, I vowed to go into this experience and show you guys everything, the good and the bad. I didn't think the bad would be this, but the good and the bad. I definitely recommend that even if you are doing it through insurance, to ask your surgeon for before and after pictures, and to have a very clear and communicative conversation about what size you'd like to be afterwards, especially if you're going in for a reduction and not implants. Granted, it's a surgery, so with swelling and everything, it's not going to be an exact science. I'm still very swollen, and I will show y'all. I will upload the picture, but I'm barely a B cup without any, cleavage. I mean, I would have to stuff my bra in order to fit some of my old clothing just regularly. I have filed a formal complaint with Kaiser, and I have requested a revision. In my research, I won't be able to get that until I'm healed, so at least 6 months. Even though I'd so much rather, I'm already in pain, let's just do this. But I understand being healthy. One of the reasons I've always enjoyed Kaiser is because they really encourage you to participate in your own healthcare. It's not this dictatorship where the doctor is the expert and you know nothing, and so you just take his advice, which has been my experience in the past. Like, growing up with asthma, I felt like a lot of doctors didn't listen to my side of it. They treated what the textbook version of treating your asthma is like. And so with Kaiser, it's really been a completely different experience for me, which I've totally enjoyed up until now. That it's more like a healthcare team that comes together so that you all collectively make the decision about what's best for your health. And this time around, I feel like that was taken from me. In my formal complaint to Kaiser, I did request a revision. So, we'll see. They've been kind of slow about responding to me. The surgeon himself, I opened a line of communication through the Kaiser app, which has direct messaging. He's been very slow about responding to those messages. We're going on like 48 hours now, I think, and I have yet to hear a response from him from my last message. But I am trying to do it that way because verbally over the phone, he's kind of gone back and forth on what he's saying. And a lot of it is not cohesive or have anything to do with what he told me prior to surgery. And so just so there's a record of it, going forward, I'm only going to message him through that DM. I've been so emotional. I missed classes all this week, and if you've had the ability to see me in the past couple weeks, you know that I have not missed class for nothing. There was a day that I literally got no sleep the night before. I was out of town. I went straight from where I was to the airport, came straight home. That was a Tuesday, so I did clients at home, and then I did class immediately afterwards. I've never missed a class for nothing when I'm tired or sick, and I emotionally cannot check in at this moment to be there for that. It's really affecting other things in life, and I hate that I'm allowing all of these. I feel I may have been trying to kind of hide from these results, and definitely hide from posting them and hiding from everyone in my house, because like I said, there's been so much buildup around me doing this that every time people see me now, the first thing out your mouth is like, let me say the tennis, and there are none to show you. I will do another video shortly following this one where I go more in depth about my actual healing process, the post-op, the stitching, the pain, the non-pain, the bruises, because that after this, I just wanted to definitely put this out there first.